Well, hello there. I'm Dean the Turkey Legster. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Once Upon a Turkey Leg. This is my regular stream that I do every Thursday, most Thursdays. And welcome in. I've got some fun stories to read, and I'm going to get on those in just a moment. Hope you've had a great day. I've had a good day today. Chris, Curtis family, welcome in. Hello, happy Thursday. We're having a great day today. Um, I had a pop-up stream on my channel from earlier today. I went out to the Fort Christmas historical area today, did a pop-up stream. I did some videos out there. I recorded. There's going to be, coming up on the channel, there's going to be 3 different videos of some of the buildings, the historical buildings that they have set up out there. And I'm working on doing all of them. So I have one set up. I have a premiere set. Supposed to be tomorrow. I think I'm going to move it to, it's supposed to be tomorrow afternoon. I think I'm going to move it to probably Saturday morning, possibly, or Saturday, maybe midday Saturday, or Saturday afternoon. I'm not sure about that. I may keep it to tomorrow, but watch notifications. It may pop up tomorrow afternoon. It would be around 2 o'clock Eastern time. Tina, hello. And Chuck, hello. Also, tomorrow, keep your eye on the channel for notifications. I will be doing another pop-up stream from Lou Gardens in the morning, the botanical gardens in Florida. It's been a couple of months since I've been out there, and I'm looking forward to going out there and enjoying the gardens. So with that, everyone coming in, anyone on the replay, also go ahead, if you haven't already, bop that like button. And if you're on the replay, leave me a comment and let me know that you were watching. I do appreciate those comments. And so yeah, let me grab a little sip of water, and I think we'll go ahead and get into the stories. I've got some cute ones. Got some really, really cute ones. So here we go, guys. You saw the thumbnail. You saw these guys. We're reading The Fox and the Hound tonight, the classic Disney story, as well as I've got this other little story here that I'll be reading. That's called the same thing, but it's kind of a different story. So I'm going to also be reading that. So 2 stories technically by the same name. The second one doesn't really have a title. It's kind of a retelling of the story, but it's different. So anyway, here we go with Disney's The Fox and the Hound. Been looking forward to reading this. This is the story of 2 unlikely friends who found out that caring and friendship can last a lifetime. One spring morning, a kind widow named Mrs. Tweed found a surprise under her laundry. "Oh, a little baby fox!" she cried. "Have you been abandoned?" She gently picked up the cub and carried him into the house. "I will take care of you," said the old lady. "Your name will be Todd." Down the road from Mrs. Tweed lived a hunter named Amos Slade. The same day Mrs. Tweed found Todd, Amos brought home a surprise for his old hound chief. It was a puppy hound. "His name is Copper," Amos said. "You and I will take care of him and teach him to hunt." Time went by. Todd grew a little stronger and a little bigger every day, and so did Copper. One morning, Todd wandered out of the farmyard and into the woods. He was busy sniffing all the exciting new scents when all of a sudden he ran into Copper, who was also out sniffing. "Oh, good, someone to play with," thought Todd, and he politely said hello. "He's a funny looking dog," thought Copper, "but he looks friendly." So he said hello back. Soon the fox and the hound were very good friends. Hey Noah, welcome in. Happy Thursday. They romped through the woods, chased each other down paths, and jumped into a pond together. Splash! They could not stop laughing. When it was time to go home, Todd said, "Let's play together every day." "Every day," said Copper. And so every day they met and played in the woods. But one morning, Copper was not there. Todd decided to go look for him at Amos's house. Todd found his friend tied to a doghouse made from a barrel. He was very surprised. Mrs. Tweed never tied him up. Todd saw another dog sleeping in a second barrel. "Is this Chief?" he asked his friend, who had told him about his older companion. "He must be a very kind daddy," he added as he stepped over to give Chief a friendly hug. Oh dear. But the old hound smelled fox and woke up growling. He leaped toward Todd and chased the frightened little fox through the yard, dragging his barrel with him and barking madly. Todd ran right into the chickens. Squawk, growl, what a racket! The little fox leaped over the fence and jumped into Mrs. Tweed's approaching truck. Oh my gracious. Todd missed his friend Copper. Copper missed his friend Todd, too. The days were long and boring without Todd to play with. Then one day, Copper saw Amos and Chief with the car. "Come on, Copper," said Amos. "It's time we teach you to hunt." That same morning, Todd sneaked away. "What a wonderful morning," he sang. "I can't wait to see Copper. Maybe we can play together." But when Todd reached Copper's home, he heard a loud bang and then an engine start. There was Copper in the car, leaving with Amos and Chief. Todd watched as they drove away. He did not know that Copper would be gone a long, long time. Mandy Adams, hello. Happy Thursday. Days flew by, and winter slowly gave way to spring, and the leaves grew back on the trees, tender and green. Flowers sprang up in the fields, and birds chirped in the countryside. Todd had also grown a lot through the winter, and he had become a very handsome fox. "How tall you are," said his friends. All of a sudden, a loud rumbling noise broke the country silence. Todd ran to see Amos, Chief, and Copper driving up the road. Um, Copper sat in the front next to his master, and Chief was in the back. "Copper's back!" cried Todd with joy. "I'll go see him tonight." "Watch out, Todd. Copper is a grown hound now. He's learned how to hunt," warned his friends. That night, Todd slipped out of the house. He ran over to Amos's house, where he and Copper met face to face. "You have to go, Todd. I'm a hound now, and I hunt foxes. You are not safe here," he warned the fox. "But I'm not just any fox, Copper. I'm your friend," protested Todd. "I'm sorry, but I can't be your friend anymore. That's the way it is," said the hound firmly. Todd was very disappointed. He could not understand why Copper did not want to be his friend anymore. Mrs. Tweed knew it was time to let Todd run free. Foxes are supposed to live in the woods, not on farms. The next morning, she brought her little friend to a wildlife sanctuary nearby, took off his collar, and said goodbye. "Now be good," she told him. "I hope you make a lot of friends in the woods. You'll be very happy here." Hi, Mark. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Meanwhile, Amos and Copper were out hunting for foxes. Copper picked up Todd's scent, and the chase was on until they ran straight into a huge grizzly bear. With a great roar, the bear raised himself on his hind legs. Amos screamed in terror. As he started to run away, he stepped into a trap that closed on his foot with a loud snap. Amos screamed with pain, and this sent Copper into action. The hound jumped onto the wild bear, snarling and biting. Todd heard the roaring and snarling. That's Copper! He ran over just as Copper had gotten hurt by the angry bear. My. Hey Jason, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Todd raced to help his friend. He didn't care that Copper had become a hunting dog. He was still his friend. Todd jumped on the bear and bit his ear. He led the enraged bear away from Copper and Amos, toward a rotten log bridge. The log broke, sending the bear into the water below. Todd had saved Copper and Amos. Todd swam to the bank, exhausted. When he looked up, Amos loomed over him with his shotgun aimed at him. Todd stared back in disbelief. He had saved the hunter's life. Just as Amos was about to fire, Copper jumped in front of his friend. If Amos shoots you, he will have to shoot me too, said the hound to his friend. Amos lowered his gun and said, Copper, you're right. Your friend should go free. Thanks for saving us, little fox. With that, he turned and walked away. The animals breathed sighs of relief. Todd followed Copper to the edge of the forest. Goodbye, Copper, he said. Goodbye, Todd, and thank you, called the hound after him. Todd went back happily to his new home in the sanctuary. He and Copper were friends again. That is the end of The Fox and the Hound. Welcome in, Gloria. Gloria, welcome in. And I know I had Jason and Mark and Noah popped in during that stream. And Mandy, welcome in, everybody. That was our first story tonight. Of course, that was the classic Disney's The Fox and the Hound. So now let me go ahead and I'm going to continue with our second story. I think it's going to be a little quick, a little shorter, but this is also called Walt Disney's The Fox and the Hound, but it's kind of a retelling, and I think it's really kind of not the exact story though. So I'm going to read through it, and so it's just going to seem like a Todd and Copper kind of having fun. So here we go with another version of, Walt Disney's The Fox and the Hound. Todd the Fox lived on a farm. His friend Copper, the hound pup, lived down the road. They did everything together. They swam in the pond and chased chickens out of the barn. Ooh, that sounds like fun. They had fun with all the animals on the farm. Every day, Todd was sad to see Copper go home. Aww. One day, Todd and Copper thought it would be fun to play in the forest. Big Mama, the owl, told them to stay on the farm, but they ran off anyway. Oh boy. What a good place for hide and seek, cried Todd. Wanna play, Copper? Uh-oh. Copper started counting while Todd looked for a place to hide. 1, 2, 3. Todd ran past trees and rocks and swam across a stream. He hid in a tree stump. Before Todd knew it, he was fast asleep. Aww. Copper looked all over for Todd, but he couldn't find him. Mm-mm. He sniffed at some dry leaves under a big beech tree. He sniffed around a fallen log, and a prickly porcupine rattled its quills at him. At last, Copper picked up Todd's scent and followed it across the stream. But Copper still couldn't find his friend. Oh. When Todd woke up, it was dark. He was afraid to be alone in the forest at night. Uh-oh. Suddenly, he heard something move behind him. Eyes in the dark. Oh no. It was Copper! Oh boy. I'm so glad I found you, Copper said. I was frightened all by myself in the dark. Oof. Oh boy. Todd and Copper didn't know how to find their way out of the forest. Oh dear. Thankfully, Big Mama came to save the day. I'll lead you home, Big Mama said. Once they made it back to the farm, Todd and Copper promised to always look out for each other. When Copper went home, Todd was happy. He knew Copper would always come back. And that is the end of our second Fox and the Hound story. Hope you all enjoyed that fun little story tonight. That is our second and final story. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed those two stories. I have not seen The Fox and the Hound in so long. Probably due to watch it again at some point soon. But anyway, yeah, so that does it for Once Upon a Turkey Leg tonight. I'm having trouble with my chair. If I look shorter now than I did before, it's because my chair keeps sinking and I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, in the morning, sometime between 9 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live pop-up stream from Lou Gardens, Botanical Gardens, here in Central Florida. So it's going to be a beautiful morning, and possibly a premiere at 2 o'clock tomorrow, unless I decide to change it. So a couple things coming up for me tomorrow. Next Tuesday on Let's Talk Turkey, I am going to be having Dean of the Live Place on. We're going to be chit-chatting, and we'll be getting to know Dean a little better and hearing about a little bit about how and why and when, and he started the Live Place, and I'm getting to know Dean a little bit better. So come join me next Tuesday on the 19th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Let's Talk Turkey. Looking forward to that. And of course, next Thursday for more stories. I'm not sure what I'm reading, so you are going to have to come and find out. Yes, thank you for those. For those links, that is theliveplace.com and dreamersempire.com. So I know we'll be talking to Dean on Tuesday. So thanks again, guys, for joining tonight on the stream. And I hope you have a gobbletastic weekend. If I don't see you in a chat sometime soon. Once again, those of you on the replay, leave me a comment, let me know. And I enjoy seeing those comments for views after I'm live. Thank you, everyone. Again, take care, and I will see you on the next live stream. You're welcome.